game?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They run for it with Carson, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Flushed out right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Gano now to add the extra point. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And out now come the Seahawks. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The pitch goes to Penny. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Penny breaks through the contact. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Forced out to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mario Addison in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Third and long, it's Wilson. Out to his left. Looking for his big receiver, Marshall. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Brandon Marshall, 75 yards. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Janikowski good with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. A drive that time of 6 plays, and the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. A shotgun snap for Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. Right there in coverage, the veteran Cam Chancellor.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On 2nd and 10, Newton flushed out right. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Cam's going to run the option right. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, We see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Newton now to throw. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. They will go for it. Now Newton escaping the pressure right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher. There. And the Seahawks will get the football back in outstanding field position. Penny, a 1st down carry. Open space inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Janikowski adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They go play action here on first down, being chased out left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Illegal forward pass, offense.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Back to throw, Newton. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a fourth down situation. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Caught left side by Funchess. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say they punked the football there.
So we're changing the analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And now Newton not liking the play call. He's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Newton. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Newton now to throw. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funchess from 8 yards out. And the Panthers are a 2-point conversion away from tying up this football game.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out in the field charged up and ready to go.
Gano out to kick this one away. Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Julius Peppers in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Wilson. Mario Addison bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, over here.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 30 yards. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Touch 50.
They'll run for it with Penny. Avoids him at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
I am shocked that they would go for it there. Talk about a gutty call. But that's all about having faith in your offensive line, and they come through there on 4th down.
A handoff to Penny. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
On 2nd down, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to go deep for Funchess. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the 2nd half. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. The halftime show, quite a spectacle, but it's back to football for the 2nd half of Super Bowl 53. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Newton. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. First target, first catch, and a first down. On first down, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Jaron Reed able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Here's Newton now on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Now a first down throw for Newton. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Frank Clark able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. On second down, here's Newton. And this one complete right side to Funchess. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. On third down, Newton steps away to his left. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's right. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. On first and 10, Newton. Throw left side complete. It's right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. So first and second down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on third and 13. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Newton to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth. Interesting, a chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead, they're going on fourth down. Throwing is Newton. And that's going to be caught by Funchess for a Carolina touchdown. Devin Funchess, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut down.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Protect.